Hello folks and welcome to the channel. Today we're off into sport mode. It's actually update day on the lap time challenges, and as you can see there we got, and with silver came a number of other things, and understanding that that last test at Willow Springs Reverse was extremely hard in the Fugu Z. It took me best part of 2 hours to get that silver that I did, and well, we got a million, which always helps. So looking at the new test as we go into the lap time challenges for this week, we still have Le Mans, which is still there. We're on silver. We've got 6 days to go. I do want to have a go at that. I've watched a video online, and I don't usually do that, but like this one, for the new one, the Tsukuba circuit, I've actually watched a video of one person on my friends list, and ultimately they've done really well to get the time they have, and I want to keep pushing for that 109.942 to get gold. So I'll also try and do the same at Le Mans. But on this one, you can see Doodle there, a 107.986. He's the one everybody talks about. As we just try to decide whether we're going to rent a car or enter with our own car, we realise we don't own one. And you'll also notice I've messed the audio up, so I've had to blank my video out and re-edit this over the top. So Ollie, I've watched your video. Well done, sir. Extremely good time. We're going to try and match you or get somewhere near you and see where we can get. The first thing is to see if we can get gold. So looking down the list there, we've got Big Popper down the bottom. Deadly Backlights had a go. Well done. Who Flung Poo? I love that name. BB, Elvis, NW, Ollie. Looks like BB, NW and Ollie, maybe Elvis, have got gold. So well done, guys. If Doodle keeps a move on, you can see him there, 107.986. If he can keep moving, that time might change. He might go top. We'll see towards the end of the video. But ultimately, guys, the next series of laps are going to take you through the test. We're just going to pick the car. We'll pick a red one. And hopefully we'll be able to talk you through how to get gold the way I do it. As you can see, I've not tried this yet. There's 13 days to go. It's a BOP challenge. There's nothing you can do here to change the car. You can go and put your tiles of choice on. You can go and put body kits on, etc. But all of your engine mods are all going to be BOP'd out. So, as you just saw, we're going to use traction control, traction control 1, default ABS. In the controller settings, we're just going to use max torque 5 and force feedback sensitivity 6. We're not going to use any assists. We've turned off the counter steer because I don't think it's going to help in this amount of rain. So here we go, the first lap out, and it's always going to start slow, folks. This is only a quick 15-16 minute video, so it's not going to take me long to get the gold. And we're just going to go out, we're just going to try and find where we are. We're going to try and find that level of grip. We're making to turn 1. We're going to brake just at the end of the pit lane. We're going to use the pit lane as a first braking point, and I believe that's going to be a 3rd gear corner. So next time we come round, we need to run that in 3rd gear, or at least get into the corner in 3rd. If we're going to use 2nd to come out the corner any quicker, same here, get down to 2nd gear for this corner. We're a long way off the apex, but we're going to find out what we're going to need to do over this series of laps. We're going to find out where we can get tight, where we can cross curbs. You can see the back end of the car's quite unstable. We're only using comfort soft tyres, so it's going to be relatively decent in the rain. But as it is, the tyres don't wear, so we're going to have the same tyres every time we go around a lap. And the next thing here is to understand where the critical point is for braking. We're going to probably brake here at the end of the pit lane, just where we think we need to. Yeah, just as we start the start of the actual pit entry. Probably a bit wide there on the long hairpin turn to get around to the start finish straight. And our first lap's a 111.525. So again, braking at the end of the pit lane, getting into the corner in 3rd. We see where we went really wide last time. We've come back in. The Ghost is at 0.4 seconds ahead, so we should be able to keep with it. Don't cut too much curb. You can see how we went really wide there. We've dived down and took the inside line, but we're probably a bit slow on the way out because that last go sharpened the apex, but we're 0.305 inside the time on purple. So let's keep pushing. Probably a bit wide there. We can smarten that up by just slowing down, coming into that 90 left, and this hairpin going to brake at the start of the puddle on the left hand side. get round the apex, accelerate early, up into third gear, try not to leave it on the blues for too long, and we're almost a car length up already, so we're level with our Ghost. We're going to try and brake at the same point as last time, probably a little bit later, but not as late as we did the first time around. We're still up on time, slightly tighter, more even line round the final bend. As we cross the line, we're going to look for that braking point again at 111.240, end of the pit lane, maybe just after. Third gear into the corner, try and avoid the curbs on the inside. We didn't quite overtake the Ghost that much then. Coming through the curbs, try not to use too much of the grass. Don't want to get those tyres dirty because they are going to pick up dirt and they are going to lose traction. Key here next time round, or the time to come round, is to get out of that corner as quick as you can. Still purple. Try to use those curves as little as possible, but if you're going to straighten the car up and hit those curves, you just got to watch out for grip loss. Try not to slide too far right as we did at the last lap. Brake before the puddles on the left, but don't brake in the puddles, you'll lose the back end. At least I think you will. So we're within touch, we're at 0.12, 0.15 behind, 0.181. We're gaining on our Ghost, we're doing well. We're improving back into the red stuff, purple stuff. But I mean red, it's a red car. Get round the final corner, we're up again on our Ghost. We're into the 110s, at 110.851. So that's the first 3 minutes gone. We're up onto lap 4. The next lap we did a 110.860, not quite as good but not far off. Going to start and hang a bit wider into turn 1, down to second this time. Go long in second gear up to third. Just as quick as the Ghost, try not to hit those curbs too much. Oh, the back end swung round. Oh, we're getting it to slide round the corner, that's great because that's going to straighten the car up earlier. We get on the gas early. Quarter of a second up. Purple sector. Lost the back end, but again the back end is coming round, so it's straight to the car for the drive out of the corner. Power around this corner, don't go too far right. We're a damn sight ahead of the Ghost, braking on those puddles on the left. Gone a bit wide, but we're going to get straighter run out, so we're going to beat the Ghost again. There we go. Accelerating 0.6 up on the Ghost, which is awesome. That'll see us somewhere around the early 10s. Now an interesting point here is you don't get penalised for running that inside curb and putting your nose against the inside of the corner. The only thing you do get is a bit of a bump, and it does slow you down. A 110.256, pretty decent. We get into the final corner then, and we go back to the final corner. Coming across the start finish line. That's lap 6 done. With a 110.293, so just outside again, lap 7. Just trying to get in tight, but straighten the car up, get it as quick straight as we can, so we're accelerating down that the second straight through the chicane, not using the grass. Brake into the corner, we see how much the Ghost lost it to the left and we had to oversteer back into the corner. We're not as quick again as he is out of that corner. We're up by a quarter of a second almost, well, at least a fifth of a second. Yeah, there's a key point. Don't stray too far to the left and use that green curb. You have to come all the way back and oversteer to come back. Braking on those puddles. Diving down, getting a better line. We might not be as quick out here because he's turned the corner quicker, but we're doing okay. We've got the power down. We're within 2/10 of the Ghost, which means we've got a chance of going faster. There's a possibility of just 1.16 up this time. There's a possibility we thought of getting a sub 110, but I don't think that's going to be the case just yet. A 110.1, just 1 second off Ollie now. And this is going to be lap 8. On to lap 12, so a couple of more laps, and as you can see we're still no closer, but we're just putting the laps in. That one was a 110.685. Braking into the corner, third gear, trying on third. We do third gear all the way round the corner. I started to use second to try and turn the car. Maybe that's something we need to do more, but we'll see where we go. Braking into this corner, keeping a nice tight line. See how the Ghost is nice and tidy and organised. not sliding the car at all. Keep the wheels in line, fronts in line with the rears, and just keep them on the steady pace of the track. Don't let them slide about. Keep traction. You know where we're braking. I've said it every lap. We've just gone deep, but we're going to come back, cut back to that apex, power down, second gear, straight to third, and then we're touching with the Ghost. So there's a chance again. We've got a chance of going sub 110. Where we're going to brake just halfway down that pit entry lane. We're going to use that inside wall. We're going to bump it. Notice how much it helps us to get the car tight and keep that tight to line. And push for the finish line. A 109.957. So we're within a second. Well, we're in 0.25 of gold now. And that finished our first session. Just 20.9 miles run, with the fastest possible of 109.771, and we're at 3.02% outside the gold, so 0.02 puts us 5th place. Just looking at the people beneath us, yeah, there's been a couple of little moves there, people around keeping on going, but we're in 5th. Elvis there, just outside the gold, because I think the gold time is just moving fractionally, so we need to be up with the top 3 to get us somewhere near the gold. Here we go then, starting out with our second session. We've only done 12 laps, so we're only 10 minutes into this, and we're just 0.2 off a gold. So come round, start, finish, follow the white line down the left, brake at the end of the pit lane. We haven't really moved that braking point much, so you can see how much we've slid wide. Down to second gear, get the car straightened up. It's critical that the car doesn't slide that much. 4th gear, down to 3rd, down to 2nd. Keep it tight on this inside curb. Look how close we are to the Ghost. We're running exactly the right line there. Just tap on the brakes, 3rd gear. A little bit of throttle, just feather the throttle to get the car around the corner. A little bit of a lift there. I'm balancing the throttle, but we touched the grass. Braking on the edge of that pedal. Dived in and took that inside apex ahead of the Ghost, but he's come back quicker. But we are very quick there. We're probably within 0.3. We're not going to get any indicator of where we are. We're probably 0.3 up, because it's the first out lap. We're not measured against the previous Ghost. See how much that bump on the inside actually knocked the car backwards from the Ghost. Here we go, we're going to hit the line. The Ghost was faster, but we were faster overall, so that's a 109.754, just marginally outside the Ghost, I think. No, that'd be marginally inside the Ghost, won't it? We've already got gold then, and it took us till the 11th lap to actually put another time in. So we're probably the best part of 20 minutes in only to get the gold. But then to improve upon that, so we were 12 minutes in to get the gold, and we're probably 20 minutes in to improve upon that gold time. So let's just see when we made the difference. We were really, really far back there. We got a really, really wide Ghost there, and we're just trying to close in. We're sliding the car a lot, running the edges. Our 109.543 time wasn't as tidy as our 109.9. It really wasn't. But how much are we going to make up on the final corner? Effectively everything I'd shown you on the 11th lap was pretty poor. We've gone really wide, and look how far behind the Ghost we are. But look how much we're going to gain with acceleration here. Look at this. A 109.530. So we took 0.025 out of that lap time, and that was where we finished. Just 20 minutes in, folks. 40 miles effectively, and a 4-star ticket. Not too bad. A fastest possible of a 109.016, which would put us up with Ollie, which would be absolutely awesome. Happy with that. 2.4%, 2,717th. It's not bad at all. That's much better than where we've been on the last couple of tests. I'm thinking the last 3 tests. But Ollie's out there top with the 109.122. NW out there with a 109.363, just 2/10 back. We pop in with a 109.530. BB 109.732, which is roughly where we were before we set that time. Then Elvis with a 109.9, which is where we actually were. And with that being the case, folks, I'd just like to say thank you very much for sticking with us. Thank you very much for watching the channel. You can see the fastest times moved there. Doodle on the right hand side's moved it to a 107.903, and he's gone top. And very special thanks to our channel members. We've just started memberships this last week, and with that we're just going to put on some words to say thank you for the guys that are supporting the channel directly, and you can too if you want to. It's an option there for you. You don't have to, but a like and subscribe goes a long way if you don't want to go that far. We'll see you on the next one. Take care, folks. All the best. Ta-da for now.